Hi, my name is Kathy, and this is the second year I've done the tour for Wasatch Gardens. This is one of the cabbage that we just picked recently. This is half of it. So we got some really nice cabbage this year. We do organic gardening, so let's look at the garden. We've had a problem in the past with onion maggots, and so we use this mesh we put on from a fabric store. And I just sew it together with fishing line so that I can make it wide enough, and we hold it down with rocks along the bottom and PVC piping for the framing. And ever since we've done that, we've never had an issue with the onion maggots. But you'll notice if your onions get mushy inside in the center, that's what that's caused by. When our beans, when we just plant the seeds until they're about 6 inches tall, we use a mesh and framing over that as well, because the quail will just chew the leaves right down to the ground, and so that's worked well for us. The potatoes, you can see with organic gardening, we do get blight, and we have aphids that do chew on the leaves, but we get a really good crop of potatoes, so that's okay with us. Our tomato plants, we use nice sturdy cages for those, and I try every year a different set of heirloom tomatoes, and we see what works well in our drought climate in Utah and what doesn't, and then we continue to plant those. These celery, we keep all year round. That has to get planted really early in February. And so we can plant that inside, or you can get little starts at the store. We keep a fence around it the whole time of the growing season, because the quail and other birds like to chew that as well, and rabbits. The garlic we do from cloves that we have in our fridge that we've let sprout, and that works really well. Peas we've tried for the first time this year, and we just tried a couple plants in a long column cage that we made. So it grows well in the cage, but we realized that in a garden box that we have it in, it dries out too easily. And so next year we'll plant that in the garden itself. What does grow well in the garden box is the strawberries, which is the first time we've tried those this year, and they've done really well. We've also done beets and carrots that you'll notice we cover with a dome cage, again for quail and rabbits to keep out of that. But they do well in the garden box as well. This year we planted a variety of pumpkins, and we spread it out in a mini orchard that we put in the back of the garden this year. So I have a plum tree, a peach tree, apricot, and pear, and then a cherry bush. And so the pumpkins, I spread them out and had them in different directions across the center of the tree, which also helps shade it a little bit and keep that soil moist underneath that. For mulching in the garden, we mulch in the spring and the fall, and we use coffee grounds from local coffee shops. That really helps retain the moisture in the soil. And so that's our organic method for doing that. So I think what we're most proud of in the garden is that we can grow it organically and still have enough for ourselves and to share with neighbors. So thanks for joining the tour today.